Okay, so we're choosing empathy for others.
For today.
For today.
And some of it will be in a bigger group, but they'll be practicing in small groups. So we have an inkling that we really need to go over, because it's an art, right? It's a huge art. Like we said before, being able to embody full-body grounded presence and to use language. And not to use any words, but to use the words of feelings and needs, not linking things. Marshall used to always say, if you reflect what people are thinking, you get more thoughts. If you're reflecting people's feelings, you get more sympathy and feeling. If you reflect back needs, that's the self-responsibility piece that helps people come back here. When we're triggered, we're all out there. We're completely out there. We've left ourselves. So the needs help us come back to what we value. So like he used to say, if you say a feeling with the speed of lightning, connect it with a need. And if you have to drop one, especially in a workplace, you don't drop the need, you drop the feeling. Because the feeling is a passing state, like a thought. A need is what we value. It's what's core to our being. So we've noticed a lot of empathic reflections of thoughts and of feelings and of linking feelings to what happened. So when this happened, you're feeling.
Just pause. What does that do? What is the impact of that?
Well, how does the person connect to the life inside of them?
Hang on.
With what I just said, linking the feeling to what happened, to the stimulus, keeps people in the story.
Sorry, I missed it.
Yeah. You know, when you did this, because you did this, I feel this. So the impact is it keeps them in their story. It goes into that whole guilt-tripping thing that people are the cause of our feelings, so it gets into all these twisted back and forth conversations about who's doing what to whom. There's no way out of that. It just reinforces this entanglement that we have, this way to get hooked onto each other, and there's no space.
And I understand where the confusion is, because sometimes in the process, the way it's written out, you listen to people's observation, feeling, needs, requests, you express observation, feeling, need, request. I've seen that in schemas and diagrams. I'd like you to forget that, because in empathy, I don't really need to clarify what the person is reacting to. It's pretty usually obvious. And I don't need to connect to their request right now. It would be at the end of the empathy session. So that's where I think there's some confusion. We're thinking, okay, we'll have to connect to people's OFNR. Not in a pure empathy process. It's really putting the two pieces here. So what are the preconditions to be able to offer and receive and be in that state? It's always in the moment. It's much simpler than we think. Our minds are making it complicated, connecting to people's needs. There's not tons of needs that are core for people in the moment. Right now, what I'm needing is to talk about it, how pissed off I am. I don't need anything to happen. You see, that's the difference between bringing someone in a need. That's not following them. That's leading them somewhere. So if I say, I need acceptance. If I say, I can't stand it, my husband doesn't accept me, my kids don't accept me, they want me to be different, I'll notice students saying, so you have a need for acceptance. That's math. Who figured that out? Doesn't mean they need acceptance, right? But right now, do they need acceptance? That's the question to ask yourself right now. Because that's the difference. That's another key differentiation, is needs in the present moment. The second is, are you giving them verbal reflections on the content of their story, on what's alive in them inside, right now, beyond the story? Because that will be a complete different choice. And that's why we get tracked into saying needs that are almost solutions. You need your sister too. So we think we need your sister to be more respectful. You have a need for respect. Right now, do they need a need for respect while I'm talking to them? Big difference. They don't have a need for respect right now. See, that's how we trap ourselves. We're giving them empathy in the content of the story rather than what they're living right now as they're talking to me. The words that they're referring to are not that important. We don't even listen intently to every detail of the story. It's what am I getting from them now?